Brett and Sandy Hendricks welcome you to LakinSports.com and Lakin Bronx Sports on YouTube for live coverage of Lakin High Purple and Gold basketball. Purple and Gold basketball is brought to you by these great supporters of Lakin High. The KCB Bank of Lakin and Garden City, the agency of Lakin and Garden City, your full-line insurance agency, the Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy, Fred Ripsimo, Matt Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin, Shelter Insurance, Gwen Wechter, East Highway 50, Lakin, Flashbacks Diner, West Highway 50, Lakin, the Golden Plains Credit Union, Life with a Touch of Gold, Lakin Recreation Commission, Lakin Drug, 610 O'Laughlin, Lakin, Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin, the Kearney County Economic Development, Ralph Goodnight, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, and DeBach Metals of Lakin. Now let's head courtside with the voice of Lakin High Sports, Mr. Brett Hendricks.
And an early good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks with you. An early start today as we are in Liberal as the Lady Bronx gets set to battle the Lady Redskins here at Liberal High School. Due to the weather moving in, they moved everything up a couple hours. So here we are with a 4 o'clock tip-off in Liberal. And hopefully we'll be able to beat all of the weather. And so far, by the looks of all of the forecasts and everything like that, I think we ought to make it. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. First of two games here this afternoon going into the evening. Our first game, the Lakin Lady Bronx 7-7 under head coach J.C. Holloway. And the Liberal Lady Redskins, they come into the game 11-5 under fifth-year head coach Brandy Fowler. Redskins coming off a win at Great Bend last Friday by the score of 67-40, and they have won 5 in a row coming into this afternoon's contest. Lady Bronx, on the other hand, are coming off a loss last Friday to Cimarron by the score of 48-38, and they are riding a two-game losing streak coming into this contest. Liberal averages 55 points per game, while the Lady Bronx are averaging 44 points per game. This is the first ever trip for Lakin to Liberal to battle the Redskins. And it's the second ever meeting between Lakin and Liberal. The first ever meeting was back in 2004 at the Scott City Invitational Basketball Tournament, in which the Lady Bronx defeated Liberal 69-37. Lady Bronx back out on the floor, getting set for this non-league contest. Bronx and Lady Bronx stepping out of their comfort zone a little bit this year with 3 games in the WAC conference. Of course, they've already played Dodge City before Christmas. Liberal tonight, then they'll be at Garden City on Saturday. Once again, I'm Brett Hendricks. Jared will not be with us today. Jared is under the weather and feeling about like the weather is going to be really crappy. So Jared will not be with us today. But hey, Kaylin is with us, and all is well. So here, let me turn this up so you can talk. You're just sitting over there looking at the ceiling and just kind of tapping your finger. And
yep.
And you weren't going to you weren't going to reach over there and turn it up.
Nope.
Yeah, it's just hard to believe that you're that shy.
Just kidding. It's okay.
So while we have just over 3 minutes to go before we tip things off here, let's look at the starting lineups first for the Lady Redskins of Liberal. Wearing number 1, a 5'8" junior, Kylie Ryan. Ryan averaging 6.5 points per game. Wearing number 5, a 6'1" junior, averaging 18.8 points per game, Shamari Lewis. Wearing number 20, a 5'9" senior, Zoe Torres. Torres averaging 7 points per game. Wearing number 32, a 5'9" freshman, Malia Mullins. Mullins averaging 6.5 points per game. And wearing number 44, a 5'10" senior, Camila Delgado. Once again, the Lady Redskins come in averaging 51.1 points per game. They shoot 37% from the field, 62% from the free throw line, while pulling down 33 rebounds per game. Here's the starters for your Lakin Lady Broncs. 7-7 on the year under fourth-year head coach J.C. Holloway. The assistants, Kurt Leader and Holly Myers. Wearing number 10, a 5'6" freshman, averaging 1 point per game, Tegan Oldham. Wearing number 11, a 5'5" junior, averaging just over 7 points per game, Jordan McCombs. Wearing number 20 is a 5'8" sophomore, averaging just under 4 points per game, Tabry Loman Fuller. Wearing number 21, a 5'1" sophomore, averaging 8 points per game, Lilia Villa. And wearing number 23, a 6'1" sophomore, averaging 13 points per game, Aaron Michaelis. The Lady Broncs come in averaging 44 points per game. They shoot 34%, almost 35% from the field, 63% from the free throw line, while pulling down 30 rebounds per contest. Once again, this is the second meeting all time between Lakin and Liberal. Lakin taking that meeting back in 2004 at the Scott City Invitational Basketball Tournament, which the Lady Broncs won at 69-37. Then, of course, we're here tonight. And Liberal, they'll be making the return trip. They'll make the trip to Lakin next year. And we're about set to go with the starters here at Liberal.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Big House at Liberal High School for today's non-conference matchup between the visiting Lakin Broncs and your Liberal Lady Redskins. At this time, please stand and remove your hats to honor America with the playing of our national anthem by that Liberal band. Under the starting lineups. First for the Lakin Broncs. 5'6", freshman number 10, Tegan Oldham. And for the Lady Red at 5'8", guard junior number 1, Kylie for the Lady Red, 6'1", forward, junior number 5, Shamari Lewis. At 5'8", sophomore number 20, Tabry Loman Fuller. And for the Lady Red at 5'9", forward, senior number 20, Zoe Torres. At 5'1", sophomore number 21, Lilia Villa. And for the Lady Red at 5'9", forward, freshman number 32, Malia Mullins. And at 5'6", freshman number 24, Malia Budd. And for the Lady Red at 5'10", forward, senior number 44, Camila Delgado. Your officials for today's game, Whitney Blevins, James Finn, and Katie Tishman. Good luck, officials. Good luck to both teams. It's time for Lady Red basketball.
Well, all of the formalities have been taken care of. Starting lineups are on the floor, and there was, well, they announced a change in the starting lineup, announcing Malia Budd, but she is not on the floor as a starter. It is Tegan out there. When they did that, I thought, okay, I just went and looked at the book. I knew something was odd. Shamari Lewis and Aaron Michaelis to tip things off. And we are underway. Liberal in the home white uniforms, red letters and numbers trimmed in black. The Lady Bronx in the road purple, white letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Lakin comes out in a 2-1-2. Lewis from the left elbow, cross paint to Delgado, takes it to the baseline, lobs it back out front. 15 on the shot clock. Lewis with the head fake, has to kick it back outside the arc. 3 is good by Kylie Ryan. And Liberal on the board first. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining us for Lakin Lady Bronx basketball a little bit earlier than scheduled here today. Drive in the paint by Zoe Torres is no good. Malia Mullins with the rebound. She's fouled and will go to the line. Foul on Jordan McCombs is her first. Big scoreboard here at the big house in Liberal, but we're not going to be able to see much of it because of the basketball support in front of us. But first free throw good by Malia Mullins. She'll get another opportunity coming up here. Second free throw is off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Kylie Ryan. Jordan McCombs bounces in to Tabry, back to Jordan, and the Lady Bronx will have a 3-on-1. Left side, Malia. Tegan off the glass, too strong, and the rebound comes off to Malia Mullins. Mullins, the 5'9" freshman. Three out front, in and out. Shamari Lewis with the rebound, steps in and lays it in. And the steal by Ryan. Ryan already with 5 in this early going. It's an 8-0 lead. Michaelis takes to the baseline, out on the wing. They'll work it up top, reset it. Intended for Tabry, knocked away from Camila Delgado. And the Lady Broncs throw it away into the backcourt, and that's an over and back. Jared not with us today. He's under the weather. And while we talk about being under the weather, we're going to send a shout out to Big Mike. Mike can't be at the game today, and hope everything went well with your knee surgery today. And look forward to seeing you back in the gym. Three from the right side is good by Shamari Lewis. And a foul in the backcourt. That will go against Liberals Camila Delgado. Her first. Lakin inbound in the backcourt. An 11-0 run by the Lady Redskins to start this game. Left wing, Jordan McCombs. Lilia Villa missing from the free throw line. Liberal wants to run, and the layup good by Zoe Torres. And a 30-second timeout called by Lady Bronc head coach J.C. Holloway. Everybody, please stay safe, stay warm. A 13-0 run by the Lady Redskins. 2-3 zone played by Liberal. McCombs with it out in front. Lilia with it on the drive. In the paint, has it knocked away. And last touched by Shamari Lewis. It'll stay with the Lady Broncs. Hannah McCarter in for Liberal.
On the board.
Tabor with the basket off the inbounds. Near corner, cross court. McCarter with the backside lay in. Back to a 13-point lead. Up the near side is McCombs, guarded by Lewis. Michaelis from the right elbow is short. Lewis with the rebound. Blocked by Michaelis. McCarter from the left side of the paint lays it up and in. Hannah McCarter just into the game off the bench, already has 4. Jordan on the drive is fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul will go against Malia Mullins, her first. And the free throw is good. First time we've ever been to a game in Liberal. We're high above the floor here at the big house. Great vantage point, though. I need a chair to carry all my equipment to the top. Kaylin just laughed at me as I brought it up.
I did not.
No, she did not. Basket good by Zoe Torres. She'll go to the line with the end 1. Foul on Lilia Villa. Camila Delgado back into the lineup. Free throw no good. Michaelis with the rebound. And thrown away on the other end. Just over 3.5 to go, first quarter. Liberal on top, 19-4 if you're just joining us. And of course, if you're just joining us, you saw it on the screen, so. Do appreciate Kaylin stepping in on the production computer today. A long three from the right side off the front of the rim, bouncing over. And one official pointed one way, lead official out in front, won the battle. It'll go to the Lady Broncs. McCombs got behind the defense. Layup is good. Jordan with 4 points. Nice court vision that time by Lilia Villa. Inside the post, Camila Delgado with the turnaround. And the steal and the put back by Kylie Ryan. And the lead is now 17 and another Liberal steal. Three from the right side. Ryan, basket is good. And she'll go to the line with the 4-point opportunity here. Second foul on Lilia Villa. Taking Oldham back into the lineup. Malia Budd into the lineup for Lakin along with Bree Yakel. Ryan with the and one. And hits a 4-point play for the 5'8 junior. She has 9 points already. And that's a 21-point Lady Bronc deficit here. And a steal. Shamari Lewis out in front. Layup is good. Shamari Lewis with 7, came into the afternoon averaging 18.8. Tabry Loman Fuller back into the lineup. We were up here set way ahead of schedule. Yeah, I know you're surprised, everybody, that I got here early. But Caitlin and I, during the broadcast, we'll bring up some nostalgic stuff that we found out during sitting here preparing for this contest. Tabry with the walk. But come to find out that you knew a lot of people down here, and along with your dad and mom, and you know, some people that I even knew as well. So kind of neat to find out some of those stories.
Yes. Yep.
More so of when your dad was playing college ball here.
Yeah.
Aaron with the rebound off that miss. And the foul will go against Malia Mullins. That's her second. But you were also saying that were you saying that you played some summer ball with Shamari Lewis?
I did, yes. Yep. She stepped in to help a couple times, and it was a good deal. Good
one to step in and help, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have to play as much, so.
Oh, is that it?
That's a win, yes.
Oh, listen to you. Jordan off the screen from Aaron, off the flat of the rim, won't go. Put back blocked. Jordan back in the paint, over to Tabry. Won't go, but Tabry will go to the line. And if anybody, I don't know if anybody follows liberal sports well, but Shamari Lewis's dad was Martin Lewis, was a superb athlete.
Yeah.
Played in the NBA as well. But known as a great triple jumper here at Liberal when he was in high school. Tabry hits one of the 2 free throws. A saw him and Coach Holloway talking before the game, so I'm going to say they probably had a lot of things to talk about. I don't know the timeline of Martin Lewis when he was at college, but we all know that JC played at college. Erin Michaelis went down hard on that last exchange. They stopped the play for her, but she hit her head, and she comes off holding the back of her head. So hopefully everything is okay there. She walked straight back towards the locker room. And stolen out front by Shamari Lewis. Over to Ryan. Lewis with the follow is short. Stays with it. Can't hit it, but gets it back. And we've got a Lakin foul. Foul will go against, I believe, Tabry. Yes, her first. And Shamari Lewis at the line for 2 free throws. Lewis, like I said, averaging 18.8 points per game. Is 65% free throw shooter on the season and gets enough spin on it that it falls over the front of the rim. Second opportunity coming up here. And she hits it. Shamari, 6'1" junior. Ten seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock is off. Lakin running the weave out front. Jordan sees an opening from the left side and gets the roll. And that'll do it for our first quarter. And the score at the end of the first 8 minutes. Liberal 31 and the Lady Bronx 9. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the second quarter for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Don't go away.
County, a wonderful life opportunity, offers a wide range of opportunities to residents and visitors. Hunting, fishing, camping, golfing, and bowling provide recreation, plus the Lakin Rec Commission provides youth and adult programs in Lakin and Deerfield. Explore the rich history of the county by visiting the Kearney County Historical Museum or the historic sites throughout the county. Take advantage of what Kearney County has to offer. Contact Ralph Goodnight, Kearney County Economic Development, or on the web at www.kearneycountykansas.com.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You can lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks with you, along with Kaylin King. Malia from the top of the key, off the mark. Libba with the rebound, wanting to run. And they set it up. On the right wing, Hannah McCarter, now near side to Lewis. Lewis, dump pass into the paint. Camila Delgado there to lay it up and in. Foul on Emma Miller, who just checked into the game at the quarter break. I didn't even see it.
It might have been illegal screen, maybe.
Okay. Ryan with it from the right wing. Give to Lewis, missing. And Emma Miller with the rebound. Emma Miller, a 5'9" sophomore. Right side to Oldham. Jordan with the scoop in the paint was short. Ryan with the rebound, brings it up. Bob underneath, saved by Liberal, but right at Malia Budd. Tegan Oldham working out front. Now they'll find Jordan McCombs. Jordan, nice stop and pop from the top of the key. Patience paid off that time.
Yeah.
Did a good job of working the passing game, running the weave out front. Kylie Ryan answers on the other end. All loose on the floor. And we've got a tie-up. Lilia Villa back into the Lady Bronc lineup.
Number 21, Lilia Villa.
Trying to catch the number for the Liberal girl that came in, but I can't see it past the ponytail. 13?
Yep.
And that's Ruby Alvarez. And the Lady Broncs throw it away on the other end. It'll go back to Liberal. Bailey Groth into the lineup for the Lady Broncs. Noah Delgado with the spin move. Lays in the easy one. And Liberal with their biggest lead at 25. Just over 4 minutes to go first half. Miller with the turnaround off the glass. Basket good. Redskins working around the arc, up top to Kylie Ryan. Delgado at the right elbow. And the give to Ruby Alvarez, and she lays it up and in. McCombs near side, up top to Lilia. Lilia fouled on the drive. Lady Broncs will inbound.
Later in foul number 13, Ruby Alvarez, her first, team first. On for Lady Red, number 10, Trinity O'Hara.
Madison Hammond into the lineup for Liberal. And Trinity O'Vera in as well.
On for the Bronx, number 24, Aaliyah Budd.
Off the inbounds, Emma Miller fouled. And we'll go to the line to shoot two. Trinity O'Vera just checked in, got herself in the scorebook with the foul. Now in the box score. Free throw won't go. Second opportunity upcoming. That was the first free throw attempted by Emma Miller this year. And the second one is good. Erin Michaelis back into the lineup for the Lady Broncs. So good to see her back out there after getting checked out. Mullins with the miss, and last touched by Malia Mullins. It'll go back to Lakin. 3:08 to go, first half. It's been all Lady Redskins as they lead at 39-15. And the Lady Broncs turn it over once again. Peyton Ansel into the lineup for Lakin. Up top to Hammond. In the paint. Hammond dribbled it off her knee. And it'll go back to the Lady Broncs. Lexi Miller into the lineup for the Lady Redskins. Michaelis had it blocked by Mullins, and Liberal has the loose basketball. Hammond on the right side, blocked by Michaelis, but she'll be called for the foul. No, I think they're going. Yeah, it was Erin Michaelis. I thought at first they put 24 Malia. Foul on Erin. Madison Hammond at the line for two. Hits the first one. Tegan Oldham into the lineup for Lakin. 2:16 to go in the half. And both free throws good by Hammond. Lilia dribbles near side. And she has it back from Peyton. Hesitation, drive, too strong off the iron. And Liberal with it. Trinity O'Vera hands it off to Hammond. Back to O'Vera. Brandy Fowler, the head coach of the Lady Redskins, has already gone deep in the bench. And coming away with the loose ball was Ruby Alvarez. Knocked away by the Lady Broncs. Liberal to keep it. Everything seemed to be working okay?
Sure, yeah. It's working, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as we still see a screen on YouTube, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
As long as that little green light stays on with that YouTube, we're good to go.
It might be a little bit of operator error, but it's okay.
Okay. Hey, it wouldn't be Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube without operator error. Turnaround on the baseline, good by Malia Budd. I've got my phone real close to me, and so far, I haven't had anybody texting me any different. I've had some texts from various people talking about some nostalgia of everything going on today, but I don't want to talk about a lot of it because I don't bring up people in stripes during the broadcast.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't. Well, name wise, I just don't want to do that. But just how some viewers are associated with people that are here in the gym, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Michaelis loses the handle, steps in on the baseline, can't get it to fall. And Liberal with the rebound. Outlet, Hammond crosses over, takes it to the middle of the floor. Liberal may just hold it for one. Shot clock off, play clock at 20. Tie up out front. Good heads up play by Lilia. Liberal with the arrow, but good heads up play. Lilia Hammond got a little bit nonchalant there with the basketball. Coming up at half, we'll look at our first half numbers, and we'll talk to Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt as the Broncs get set to battle Liberal here in our second game, and that foul will go against Lilia, and that's going to be her third foul. And a timeout called by Liberal. 9.1 seconds to go. Is it a full? Lakin's standing in the huddle, but they're sitting in the corner, so let's take one.
Okay.
We'll be back with the final 9 seconds right after this. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools.
Thank you, Sunfire.
9.1 seconds to go in our first half. Lady Redskin basketball. Lexi Miller with it on the right side. Jordan with the long rebound and will run out of time. But a good first half for Liberal as they lead the Lady Broncs by the score of 41-17. And all of that was because of a 31-point first quarter with this big lead here at the half. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with the first half numbers, and we'll talk to Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt. You're watching Lady Bronc basketball.
Without our great sponsors for the past 18 years, Lakin Sports would not have been able to bring you these sporting events on the internet. Big thanks goes out to KCB Bank of Lakin and Garden City, the agency of Lakin and Garden City, Lakin Hay Fred Ripson, a proud supporter of Lakin High, Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin, great food and great times. Gwen Weckler Shelter Insurance Lakin at the red, white, and blue shelter sign East Highway 50. Pioneer Communications, Kansas, keeping your community connected. Along with Lakin Drug, 610 O'Loughlin Street, Lakin, a pharmacy you can trust. The Gurney County Economic Development around Goodnight. The Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell. Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin. D-Bach Metals, Dwayne Bachman, player of the game medal sponsor. And Flashbacks Diner, West Highway 50, Lakin. Step back to the 50s. It is time to head back now to the voice of the Lakin Broncs and the Lakin Lady Broncs, Mr. Brett Hendricks.
And welcome back to Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks with you. We're at the half where the Lady Broncs trail Liberal by the score of 41-17 as the Liberal High School dance team entertains the crowd here at the halftime. And of course, Kaylin's over here snapping her fingers at me because friend I know that here in Liberal come up and visited with me during the timeout. And, hey, it's good to be known, just that person they pick out of a crowd. Let's look as we open the first half numbers. Kylie Ryan leading the way for Liberal with 11, Shamari Lewis with 9, Camila Delgado with 6, Zoe Torres with 4, Hannah McCarter with 4, Madison Hammond with 2, Ruby Alvarez with 2, and Malia Mullins with 1. From the free throw line, Liberal 6 of 7 in the first half. For the Lakin Lady Bronx, Jordan McCombs leading the way with 9 points. She's followed with Tabrey Loman Fuller and Emma Miller with 3 points apiece, and Malia Budd with 2. The Lady Bronx from the free throw line, 4 of 6 in our first half. Our second game coming up for you all here this evening will be the Bronx and the Liberal Redskins. The Redskins come in 3-13, coming off a loss at Great Bend on Friday night, and the Bronx 13-1 on a hot streak, winners of 11 straight. We're now joined by Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. Coach, as always, thanks for taking the time to join us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. You've got a nice spot up here.
Hey, I'll tell you what, this is pretty
I like
nice
it
up here.
Yeah.
You betcha. And I always say taking the time to come up and visit with us. I don't know that you would know what to do with the time if you didn't.
Well, I've always felt that at athletic events there is so much downtime and wasted time that you sit around and you just hurry up and wait. So
yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of time we can fill. So I'm more than happy to come up here and see you guys.
No, definitely.
Kaylin especially.
Oh, thanks. Making me blush or something.
Well, she's a little better than Blart,
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, she's got more of the face for the video than we have. I have the face for radio.
Yeah. Well, Kaylin doesn't come down to the court anymore and do the halftime interviews.
He lost his thing.
So,
it's not my fault.
Jeez.
My FM transmitter cord, I lost it. I've got to find it, and I'm struggling. I'm looking. I am still looking, but I will find it. She will get back on the court with you before we're all said and done this season. Bronx and Liberal. Little history for you. First ever trip to Liberal for Lakin, ever. And only the second meeting between the Bronx and the Redskins. The only other time Lakin lost to Liberal in the opening round of the Scott City Invitational back in 2004. So,
okay. Very good. Someone had asked me, one of the assistants, we were talking, and I said, man, I don't know that they've ever played, but that was one of the things we said. Coach Lovelady was like, well, they used to go to the Scott tournament. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. I remember that.
Yeah.
It had some really nice teams back there with Marquez Patterson, Antonio Hansen, and some of those guys. They had some players back then. So, yep.
So just a little bit of a history there. Not much of history between these two schools. And I think it's great that we're here this afternoon. I've never been to Liberal. The only time I was ever here, this gym was set up for a kids wrestling tournament. And that's the only time I was ever here. But this is really cool.
I was going to make a comment about that, but no, about the wrestling in here.
Well,
I know the wrestling fans would have made a basketball comment there, but I know better. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything about that.
Yeah, we won't get that started. We don't
want Coach Jim on me or anything, So.
Yeah, we don't have enough time to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Normally we talk about offense and the scoring for the Bronx, but right now I want to take the time, and it's something that the Bronx and your program takes a lot of pride in, and that is defense. Right now, through 14 games, the Bronx are holding their opponents to an average of just over 42 points per game. Your goal is to be under 40 every game, and you've done that 5 times, and there's been twice this year that you've held them under 30. So I thought that was an interesting stat that really shows what this team's doing defensively.
Well, as Coach Fiegel would say, defense decides, and it definitely decides late in the season.
There we go.
dang, I guess I shouldn't have said Mitch Fiegel on air, you know, it just shut everything off. But no, it's like I told the boys after the Southwestern Heights game, you know, you may not always have a great offensive night, but if you defend and you rebound, you're always going to give yourself a chance to win, you know, and I think it's very impressive, you know, with what we're holding our opponents to because of our style of play. We create so many extra possessions for both teams, so, you know, to hold them to that is very impressive. And one of the things that, you know, this is probably, you know, we're not running and jumping and trapping and stuff near as much, but, you know, we're just being solid in the full court. And our defensive rebounding percentage is as high as it's ever been since I've been here. And our opponent's effective field goal percentage is as low as it's ever been since I've been here. So, you know, that's a great combination for us. And, you know, it's led to some really good offense for us as well.
And with that defense, and you did touch on rebounding, and that's something too this year that I don't, you know, that's one of the stats that we just don't keep is rebounding. But this season has got to be one of the highest rebounding teams that in my 18 years of doing this that the Broncs have had, averaging right at 42 rebounds per game. And, you know, I'm not saying that Lakin's ever been a bad rebounding team, but it's usually been around that 34, 35, 36 range instead of at 42 right now. And what's really impressive to me is I'm looking at Lakin averages 18 offensive rebounds per game, which gives your offense second opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, you can say it. We haven't been a very good rebounding program, and that's, you know, we say it all the time, no rebounds, no rings. You know, and I can look back at so many close games where our season has come to an end, and, you know, we've given our opponent just extra chances there down the stretch that you can't do. You know, and it does help a lot when you have, you know, 6'7", 6'8" Austin Ritzma, and you've got Nico down there. You know, all of a sudden, it's not like we're doing some special rebounding drill now that we weren't doing. It's just we got some dudes that are going to go rebound the ball, and you know, we feel like we want to be the most aggressive team. So in order to be aggressive, you got to go offensive rebound too. And you know, we're getting a pretty darn good percentage of our offensive rebounds as well, and that's creating extra possessions for us, you know, and we're able to score some more points that way.
And you talk about Nico and Austin, of course, with their height, you expect rebounds out of those guys, but you've got Coulter at 4.5 rebounds per game, Tyler Holloway's in there at 3.5, Adric Giroux, you know, only 2. But those aren't the guys that you want underneath, but there's still some of those guys. Eric Munson's another one of those that's going to come up with the rebound when you need it.
Yeah, and, you know, we say things that, like, in general as a team, like, you know, well, we need to box out. Well, yeah, there are certain guys that need to box out, and then there are certain guys that just need to go get the ball.
Yeah.
You know, and then we say, you know, we want to take 7, 8s, and 9s, but then again, there's certain guys we don't mind if they force a shot or two or force a play or two because they're going to make plays for us. But, you know, in general, we have rules, but then we kind of break it down. You know, and if you'd see one as of late who's increased their rebounding, you know, I guarantee you when a shot goes up, Coulter Oldham previously is going to box out all the time.
Yep.
But then he's got a coach that's on his tail about not going to rebound, you know, because the rebounds aren't showing up. So, you know, we've made a gentleman's agreement on the side here that you don't have to box out anymore. You just go get the rebound. So, and, you know, since we've done that, his rebounds have increased a little bit too. So, yeah, I'm a credit coaching. He's going to credit just going to rebound. So, you know.
And another one I forgot to mention was Ross Ryder, just under 4 rebounds per game. And he's that type of kid. He's going to go get that basketball.
Well, and if you look at Ross's rebounds, his come on the offensive end. And that's what we've challenged Ross. Can you be as good of a defensive rebounder as you are an offensive rebounder? And you know us, Brett. I mean, I know it's mid-February, but we're finding every single possible way we can try to get better and be as good as we can be, you know, come the end of February, early March, because that's what it's going to take, you know, to get to where we want to go.
Aaron Michaelis in the paint, off the glass, too strong, but gets the offensive rebound, turnaround, and lays it up and in. Aaron Michaelis staying with it, scores her first bucket of the contest, believe it or not. Well, Coach, as always, I appreciate you coming up, and like I said, we changed it around a little bit. We talked defense instead of offense. Yeah. So Shamari Lewis with the drive in the paint. And, Coach, we're going to look forward to it, and we look I was going to think we may just wrap it up, and we're going to get out of here with the impending weather coming in.
Sounds
I can
great.
Get it wrapped up, and we will have chances to talk coming up this Friday. So best of luck, and then we will talk to you again on Friday.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, Coach. Kylie Ryan scoring on the other end. And the one thing about it, we talked late into after the halftime, but you didn't have to move. Jared would have been cussing me right now. It's like, really? I have to wait for Coach to leave? And, yeah, you sat right there.
Yep.
We got a big area up here today. We actually have a third seat that's empty, but it's in honor of Jared not being here.
He's here in spirit.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I'll tell you what, the way he felt when I saw him earlier, I don't even think he cares about spirit right now. But hopefully he'll get some meds in him and get to feeling better and get back with us Friday when we go to Elkhart. Torres with the follow for Liberal. Jared may have done it on purpose. He just didn't want to come to Liberal today. I don't know. Jared's not our traveler. Not at all. If he didn't have to even drive across the street or across town, he probably wouldn't. Tavery from the low block kicks it back outside. That's a double dribble. And it'll go back to Liberal. Lady Redskins with the 28-point lead. See, I think I've even heard them say they call them the Lady Red.
Lady Red.
Lady
I
Red,
guess,
okay, yeah. Turnaround won't go. And Lewis coming away with the rebound. Now I was sitting here pregame thinking, okay, I welcome everybody. We're in a Liberal. Lewis missed the runner in the paint. Tavery with the rebound, and we're tied up. Arrow keeps it with Liberal, and I'm thinking, okay, what do they call this place? Then I look to the right, and it's big letters. It's like, duh, welcome to the big house. I'm thinking, okay, what do they call this place? And there it is.
It says to charge the battery pack.
It's telling her to charge the battery pack.
Okay, check. We'll be okay as long as we're plugged in. Make sure we're still plugged in, even with the plug into the box.
Yeah.
Jordan McCombs with the basket. We'll check real quick. As long as we're plugged in, we shouldn't have any issues. And we're good in the.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
We should be fine. And I missed the Liberal basket. Have no idea who it was. And that was Shamari Lewis that time.
I think Shamari's had the last 4. Maybe.
Okay. Wow, they got Shamari for 18. I had her for just 13. So I'm way off. Kylie Ryan with 15 on the board. That's what I like about these scoreboards. I can go and always check myself because I'm always wrong.
And I'm not doing it tonight, so. Can't check with me either.
Put back blocked by Michaelis. Jordan McCombs with it. Dribbling through traffic.
Right idea.
Michaelis short off the front of the rim. Really was. The sad thing about it, that's a bounce pass. Aaron bobbled. And as soon as you bobble, it takes you out of your rhythm.
Yeah.
If that's a catch and just go up and shoot, that's a rhythm shot for Aaron, but just that bobble probably threw her off on that. Lewis into the low block to Mullins, knocked away. Good defense by Tavery Loman Fuller. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Jordan McCombs, bounce pass, cross paint. Michaelis, short. And it'll stay with Lakin off the hands of Shamari Lewis. Into the lineup, Lexi Miller and Hannah McCarter. We thank everybody for joining us for the matinee of Lakin Lady Bronc basketball here this evening. Lilia with the inbounds, Michaelis. Missed, but Lilia with the putback, with the reverse. Lilia, her first basket of the afternoon. Running baseline was McCarter, and they work it back up top. Play clock at 12 seconds. McCarter up top. Now 6 to shoot. Shalis with the steal with 1 second to go. So good defense by the Lady Broncs. Got the turnover regardless. Jordan near side. Malia with the ball fake. Dribbles and too strong on that attempt. Lewis with the rebound. Shamari sidesteps Jordan and lays it up and in. Shamari Lewis with 20 to lead all scorers. Stolen away, and Kylie Ryan takes it in for the layup. Ryan with 17. Malia near side has it knocked away by McCarter. And Hannah McCarter lays up and in. It's now a 35-point Liberal lead. Lilia fires from the right corner, bouncing off the rim. Brieko with the rebound, and the 3 from the near corner, good by Jordan McCombs. McCombs with 14 and a timeout by Lady Bronc head coach J.C. Holloway. Full timeout called by the Lady Broncs. We'll take one as well. 1:35 to go in our third quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Matthew Medill, Street Lake supporter of Lakin High School Sports and Lakin USD 215. Matthew has owned his accounting firm since November 2014 and completes tax returns for farm-related activities that include farmers and ranchers' personal tax returns, grow yards, and crop dusters. Matthew is a certified public accountant in charge of raising funds to create an endowment fund for USD 215. Matthew Medill, CPA, Main Street, Lakin.
And one opportunity on the other end. Sorry about the dead air there, but we were rolling with the broadcast. Lilia Villa with the basket and the end one opportunity. Missing. That was on Hannah McCarter, I believe. Nope, she's not on the floor.
I think it was number 21.
Okay, Madison Hammond, okay. .45 seconds to go in the quarter. Yeah. Had some dead air, figured out the camera battery issue. Thank God we had a good battery because I forgot to plug the camera in. Which would have been an easy fix. Peyton Ansel has it knocked away on the far sideline. And it looks like the tape's coming loose on top of the camera, so I'll, during our quarter break, I'll stick it back down as well. Just tape connection taped into the camera. near steal out front and a whistle. Madison Hammond with the foul. That's her second. Just the team's second foul of the quarter. Jordan McCombs with the inbounds. 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Shalis out front. Finds Lilia. Lilia stops. 14-footer. Off the back iron, won't go. Shamori Lewis with the rebound. Cross paint. Layup. Good. Ruby Alvarez with the layup. And that'll do it for our third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's a Liberal Lady Red 60 and the Lady Bronx 28. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Don't go away.
Rural communities are known for their unequaled support of their hometown sports teams. KCB Bank can help you take it to the next level. We now offer Hometown School Pride debit cards, and these cards feature your hometown team mascot so you can show your pride each time you buy something. The best part, they're made right here on site, so there's no waiting for one to come in the mail. Get in touch with us right now and let us help you show your hometown pride. KCB Bank, with 3 locations, Garden City, Lakin, and on the web under your favorite search engine. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brady Roots along with Kaylin King. Liberal High School pep band entertaining the folks in between quarters as well.
Thank you.
And we're set to go. Will be Lakin basketball as we start the fourth quarter. Tavery the turnaround in the lane. Bouncing around, won't go. And last touched by Emma Miller. And it'll go back to Liberal. Running clock in this fourth quarter as Lakin is trailing by 32. Second game coming up, 15 minutes I think after the conclusion of this one. And what we will do, we will sign off at the conclusion of this game after I give the game totals. Then we'll fire it back up for Bronx basketball action against the Redskins coming up, about 20 minutes following this broadcast. Tavery at the stripe. Jordan falling to her knees, somehow gets it out to Ansel. Tavery, the dribble on the baseline, it's no good. And Liberal with the rebound. Near side, Madison Hammond with it, drives short. And Emma Miller with the rebound, outlet to Jordan. Jordan up the floor, Lilia running ahead. Reverse layup, short on it. And Liberal has it going the other way. Kylie Ryan takes it on the left wing. Into the corner to Ruby Alvarez. Ryan way out front, hits the 3. Kylie Ryan now in with 20. Rebound by Trinity O'Vera off the miss. To Ryan on the left side. Long 3 in and out up top. And the rebound to Jordan McCombs. Pass near side. We're going to get a foul on Kylie Ryan. I really didn't see that foul, but as a Lakin fan, I guess I'll take it. I'll play the homer card there, but taking Oldham with the inbound. They work it right side to Jordan. Taken from the far corner. An air ball. Lilia from 15, it won't go. And Tagan's outlet stolen away by Madison Hammond. Hammond on the drive, scoops in, layup good. Lady Bronx with this loss will lose their third straight. After being 7-5, they will leave here this afternoon 7-8. Liberal's going to improve to 12-5. Tabry Loman Fuller with the foul there for Lakin. Clock running at 4:38 remaining in the contest. Running clock due to the 30-point deficit or 30-point lead, whichever way they want to decipher it. Ovira, three from the far corner, off the back iron. It won't go, but chasing down the rebound, kicks it ahead to Madison Hammond. Hammond spin move out front, drives the paint, lays it up and in. Madison Hammond, a 5'6" sophomore. Bounce pass out front, nearly stolen away, now is by Ovira. Ovira crossing over, high off the glass, won't go. Hammond with the rebound, blocked by Tegan. And the basketball taken away by Lilia. Up the floor, Tabry hits it off the glass. Once again, want to shout out Big Mike, watching from home. Well, I would say he's probably home, but Mike with knee surgery today. Hope everything went well. Look forward to getting you back into the gymnasium. So, fast recovery for you, buddy. Also shout out a friend that's watching today, Todd Tishner. Texted me earlier. Always nice to visit with him. He's getting set to head to probably Arizona as Major League Baseball gets set for spring training. Foul on the rebound. Bree Yakel with the foul. Viviana Favila got the rebound, was pushed to the floor. Clock running at 2:20 to go in the contest. Three from the near side, way short. Putback is short as well. Bree with the tie-up. And the arrow keeps it with Liberal as the clock continues to run. Now at 2 minutes. And a timeout called by Liberal. 1:54 to go in the ballgame. 30-second timeout. I'm going to jump out and take a quick one. We'll be back right after this.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett and Kaylin with you. Will be Liberal basketball on their baseline. Michaelis with the rebound. Jordan on the right side, near side Lilia. Jordan driving the paint. Malia back into the lineup. Well, I know the official's closer than me, but she goes to a layup and he catches it. I would think it was knocked away. Kind of interesting. Because, gosh, he was 8 feet from the play, you know.
Yeah.
Jordan with the rebound. Up the floor, Michaelis runs it down and lays it up and in. Aaron Michaelis with just 4 points today. I hate that chant. And it's just kids having fun. I don't like it in professional sports when they do it. It's a soccer thing.
Yeah.
It started with soccer. Leave it there. That's my thing. Just leave it on the soccer pitch. Foul is on Fabula. Jordan McCombs at the line to shoot 2. Missed. Second opportunity upcoming here. Clock continuing to run at 5 seconds. And they stop it at 2.3. As Jordan sinks it, and then they'll let it run out. I like that. It's always a courtesy to let that thing run out. And that's the ball game. The Lady Redskins Liberal improved to 12-5 with a 67-33 win over the Lady Bronx here this afternoon. Look at the totals. These are unofficial. Kylie Ryan and Shamari Lewis both with 20 points to lead Liberal. Zoe Torres, Camila Delgado, Madison Hammond, and Hannah McCarter with 6 points apiece. Ruby Alvarez with 4, and Malia Mullins with 1 point. From the free throw line, Liberal 6 of 7, those coming in the first half. For the Lady Bronx, Jordan McCombs with 15 points. Tabry following with 5, Lilia with 4, Aaron with 4, Emma Miller with 3, Malia Budd with 2 from the free throw line. Lakin 4 of 6 in the first half, 1 of 2 in the second half. They finished 5 of 8 from the stripe on the game. Lakin with the loss falls to 7-8 and have lost 3 straight as they get set to travel to Elkhart on Friday. Well, that's going to do it from here at the Big House in Liberal. They've got 20 minutes on the clock, so we'll take about 14, 15 minutes, and then we'll be back on the air for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. I want to thank all the sponsors that make what we do possible. Thank them when you get a chance. We can't thank them enough. And thanks to J.D. Hem, our tech support, and I've said it for 18 years. If we had never met 20 years ago, this would never have been possible. Hard to believe it would have just been a void. But we do thank you, J.D., for all that you do. And Kaylin, great job today. And what do you say we do another one?
Sure.
All right.
Why not?
We're gonna kick it off here. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with Bronx basketball. Thanks for joining us.